Hi guys, this is me from the future. Again, I do these things very rarely where I come to you from the extended, into the YouTube reading. But I just want to say, first of all, we finished the whole deck in the extended. There's been things that I've never seen or haven't seen at least for a while in your readings happening. It's just so amazing. Like the things we've seen there, things that pop up. It was spooky, but it was at the same time, I don't know, it's just like crazy flow. So even if you don't go often to the extended, I would recommend you go there. Again, I'm just sharing it because I was so excited. I was just like, oh my god, people have to see this. So I love you guys so much. Anyway, we'll go to YouTube reading now. Links to everything down below, but it's like how things came together here. I was just like mind blown myself. Anyway, YouTube now. Hello, Scorpios. Welcome back to my channel. Let's hop right into your reading today. I actually felt very guided to do your reading. That's why we are doing it, even though it's like back to back, with the previous ones. Before we get started, please give this video a big thumbs up. Seriously, guys, this is, if you can do one thing for this channel, is to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. It will bring more Scorpio videos to you and everybody who is looking for them. So please, before we get started, give a big thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. And anyway, all the links to everything are always in the description box. My Etsy shop is still open, so you can grab the last remaining items for private readings and packages there. And anyway, my friends, let's. I'm thinking I want to start with this deck and we'll go from there. How about that? How about that? Mercury is actually out of shadow as I'm recording this video today. We have Venus North Node conjunction in your 7th house going on. So there could be very sudden developments in your relationships. And also I think you could start feeling like you are attracting a lot more attention than usual with the Shine card. This is the equivalent of the Sun card. I really feel like there is something that's really shifting and changing in your energy where you start radiating. You start you might notice that, whether you like it or not, you might notice that suddenly your neighbors are a lot more interested in you and talking to you more. Or let's say go to a coffee shop, there's suddenly something about having more attention towards you. And of course some of you might like it, some of you might not, but I don't feel like this is an unwanted attention so much. I feel like it's more like you're radiating, you become very attractive right now. Let's see what other cards we have. We have here control, so some of you have Leo in your chart as well, or Leo energy very strong in your chart somehow too, even though you're a Scorpio. We do have here the card of control, which is strength equivalent. Then we also have here feeling alone and balance. Okay, that's very interesting. So I feel like even though you might be going through a time period where you're a lot more attractive to others, there is something about you maybe not wanting to entertain all of that. So maybe you're going through a stage where there is a lot of people attracted to you, but you're not sure who do you like. You're trying to find balance with something. And also, let me clarify, what is this feeling alone about? We have here choose your battles. Could be with a conflict you recently had with someone. Simply love. Rest and reconsider. We have here darkest fear. Now, second row usually in my readings represents the person or the energy you're dealing with. So how does it work here? I feel like somebody in your life, and again, it doesn't have to be a specific person, it could be just the energy you're connecting with, but I feel like somebody in your life is really opening up, opening their heart. It could represent a couple of different things. Let me just give you examples because it's general reading. Now, let's just say there is no specific person and you're just sort of exploring your options. Maybe in the past you found yourself connecting with or dealing with people who were full of fear, who were maybe not 100% mature. You could feel there is some love vibes from them, but they weren't very mature. They were a little bit more childish in the connection. Maybe there were also people around you who were a little bit more passive. Like you could feel that there is, attraction around you going on, but people just not taking action towards you. So you're wondering, you're like, I'm so hot, like I look so great, like, I have this amazing energy. How come like I'm not manifesting necessarily the person I want? I feel like at the moment, either recently it already shifted, or at the moment it is shifting, you start finding yourself people facing their fears, and instead of kind of, being triggered by you and running away, they are actually, coming towards you. Alternatively, if let's say you are dealing with a specific person, I feel like even though this is the person who recently had to face a lot of their fears, they've been going through, I think the eclipse cycle really influence them, so they could be also Scorpio, Taurus axis. They're like the eclipse cycle and just recent energy, I feel like really influenced this person, made them face their darkest fears, especially as you were rising, rise and shine kind of vibe from this card. As you were rising, as your energy was rising, this person was facing their darkest fears because something in you might have triggered this healing process in them. And I feel like what this person, like you with control card, I feel like are giving up control on something, sort of like letting things be. So with the Simply Love card, this person is just understanding that, no matter what's going on, they just love you. And because they love you, I feel like they want to fight for you with Choose Your Battles, because they do realize that maybe they left you alone, like you were lonely or alone in the past. You were waiting for them here too, as they were dealing with their fears. Because if you look here, feeling alone, she's sort of facing this moon. And then with the darkest fears, we have this masculine energy, like with all these moons here. So you were really waiting for them, I feel like, to go through some kind of transformation. And with Rest and Reconsider and Find Balance card, I feel that even though like it's been a process where you needed to find your balance, where they needed to also find that, sort of like gather themselves from some kind of battles, because we have Choose Your Battles next to Rest and Reconsider to go after this. It is happening now. So I really feel like, to sum up this energy, whether you're dealing with the existing connection or you're just kind of like opening yourself up to energies in general, you are dealing with someone who is becoming more ready than ever to love you, to give you what you deserve. Again, it's kind of, I'm just describing this as an energy. They may or may not be, actually fully 100% living it, but we will see in a moment what's actually also happening, like in a physical world, so to say. And again, if you are single, you just might start finding yourself in a place where you start attracting a different type of a person. If before maybe there were people who were not ready to pursue you and people not ready to offer you love, now you start finding yourself in a place where it's almost too much. Like you have so many people who you are attracting, and you like with feeling alone, you don't want to just go for someone to be not alone anymore. Let's see, hold on, let me just see a little more. Okay, we have here Just Breathe. Ooh, it's so interesting. I'll explain in a second what this card means here. Wow. We have Win or Lose. We also have here Sacral Chakra. And we have here Joy and Stability. Bottom of the deck, Crown Chakra, which is connected with our ability to receive messages. This is the top of our head, the crown. How does this work here? So first and foremost, with Just Breathe, I do feel like the connection with your soulmate, the connection with the person, you're dealing with, has gone through tremendous healing, to be honest, because it's like, as you've healed certain aspects of yourself, again, whether you're dealing with a specific person or you're just connecting with people in general, as you were healing yourself over here, as you were reclaiming yourself, like disown aspects of self. And by the way, before I started this reading, I usually do meditation before I started reading, and this were the cards that were coming out. These cards talk about authentic self versus disowned self. So that's just for me, but I want to share with you since we kind of touched the subject. I feel like as you were healing yourself, becoming more whole version of yourself, becoming more accepting of yourself, healing something on a very deep level, as you were doing that, the energy you attract also started shifting. So whether again in a relationship, you might have started seeing a person like out of nowhere acting very different with you, like they used to not agree with you maybe, or used to fight the connection, but suddenly they're becoming like much more basically how to say this, much more cooperative, should we say that? Cooperative energy. And with win or lose, I feel like there was a part of you before with control card which really wanted to control the situation, which really maybe like, let's say you were manifesting a soulmate, you really wanted to manifest them so bad, like you are like, I cannot wait anymore. Or let's say with existing connection as well, you were like, I really want certain outcome. But with win or lose, I feel like once you kind of just told yourself that, like, listen, if it happens, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, I will move forward anyway. For whatever reason, you giving up, actually, I feel like control of how you see the situation and what's happening really made this person almost like, I don't know, it feels like they saw your light over here, because with shine here we have the sun, and here simply love the sun, and they started feeling like they actually want to give you everything. Not like that, oh, it's the right thing to do, whatever, but it's actually a desire. Like, I hope I'm making sense. And when it comes to desire, I just feel like with sacral chakra, feeling alone and choose your battles, even though you still kind of have certain disagreements, maybe you're not on the same page, the connection between you in terms of like sensuality, attraction towards each other and stuff like that is kind of like makes you almost be like, you know what, it's fine, we'll figure out. Again, I'm not saying that it's like intimacy that's healing everything here, but because be careful with that too. But I do feel something on a level of just how you feel each other's energy that's helping to heal this. And then we have joy and stability as well here between find your balance and rest and reconsider. I feel like even though it still feels very chaotic between the two of you, like, because they took, I feel like, some rest and helped things as well, like, calm down, things are actually moving to a much, like, things are moving to the state, I feel like if you look at all the sun kind of like light energy, where the two of you just, you know, you even though you're not, I feel like, on 100% on all the same page, but you're moving towards where you are on the same team. I hope this makes sense. Like, I feel like you're on each other's team. You no longer fight each other. Let's see, anything else we need to know here? We have here Justice, High Priestess, Chariot. Ooh, so I feel like some of you, wow, 3 major arcana. I feel like for some of you, there was this innate, almost like understanding that the two of you are tied by a spiritual contract. And again, I will never tell anybody to, you know, like wait all their life or be all about some person just because they feel there is a spiritual contract or whatever, because, you know, you might be right, maybe not, you know, you never know. But I do feel like you realize that, let's put it this way, with High Priestess to the Justice, you realize that fate brought you together for a reason, and there is something much more important that still is yet to happen. With the Chariot card, I do feel like this is the person that's ready to pursue you, so you guys might be moving towards a higher level of commitment. Maybe it's about getting engaged, getting married. Maybe for those of you who are still not in an established relationship, it is moving towards that. Like, this person realized something, that you are actually the star. And again, this is reciprocated connection, so I don't feel like this is, you know, one-sided or something. So it is like you know that, you know, look at this Ace of Pentacles. It's almost like you guys are, like, you have similar vision for your life, maybe similar dreams. 9 of Wands with the 2 of Wands, with the 2 of Cups, with the 6 of Wands. Bottom of the deck we have 5 of Wands. I feel like in the past, this person, once again, this energy keeps coming up, was not 100% sure if they can trust it, because they are someone who feels like if they make wrong move when it comes to love, all hell will break loose. But I feel like as they saw how you move towards your goals, or in general what kind of values you have in life, 2 of Wands to the 2 of Cups, they realized that actually, listen, this is what I want. Because look at this, we have this like sun, you know, in the back, and you are shining. I feel like something happened with you where you started really shining your light. You started showing your true self. So I don't know, maybe in the past you kind of were just hiding yourself a little bit. Again, there is something here about this disowned self. This were the cards that I took before we started your reading, just for myself, a meditation. So now that you are reclaiming yourself, now that you are, instead of showing just one tiny little part of yourself, which maybe was feeling safe or whatever, now that you are starting to really, you know, kind of like integrate different aspects of self in your being, now that you're becoming this one whole being, and like start really owning your light, owning your power, even though maybe in the past you felt like, oh my God, the more powerful I become, the more intimidating or something. It actually doesn't work like that. It's like wrong people maybe will be intimidated by you, but I feel like a person you're truly meant to be with, they will recognize you by your light. And Two of Wands to the Two of Cups, now you're moving towards that stage with your soulmate where it's like, you guys, it feels like you guys are the biggest champions in the world. I don't know what that means. It feels like you guys like went on this journey, like this hero's journey. You went through all the pitfalls and whatnot, but now it's like the realization that the biggest prize you can find in love is not money necessarily, it's not success, even though those things are important, but it's this love. Five of Wands, let's see what this is about. Yeah, it's the end of conflicts as well. If you guys were you were going through a cycle where the two of you were not in the same page, where the two of you were just not agreeing with something, with the World card here, this is the end of it. Look what's underneath. The beginning of love, the beginning of big love, intimacy, sex, passion, love. Can I say this word? Oh my God, in YouTube, because I know it's so strict with everything. So let's see a little more before we take this to the extended. I'm gonna make this videos just a little bit shorter, just because like we go straight to the point in these videos lately. If we do back to back every day, so it's a different kind of reading. It's not like monthly, it's like your kind of current check-in with energy. We have Queen of Wands, we have Hierophant, we also have Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups, and Queen of Swords at the bottom. Wow, that's a lot of court cards. Give me 1 second, I'll explain what it means. Excuse me. When I work with actually my students, biggest question I get is like, one of the biggest questions I get is like, when we see a lot of court cards in a reading, what does it mean? Now, it could mean a few different things. It could mean different people connected to the situation, yes. But it could also mean, like, let's just say, you know for sure there is not different people, you know, when you ask certain question. It could represent different aspects of self, because we all have different aspects within us. So in this case, I feel like there is a part of you which, you know, you could have this part of you where Queen of Wands, you just know what you want and you will not accept anything less. And you could be sometimes, I don't want to say word pushy, but like you are not to be messed with. Queen of Swords at the bottom kind of confirms this. But you also have this part of you with the Queen of Pentacles where you can be very soft, very gentle, still knowing your value, but maybe a little bit more patient. To me here, Queen of Wands represent the part of you that's very impatient, you know, and sort of like this very daring, while Queen of Pentacles is the one that's a little bit more a little bit more patient, a little bit more like recognizing your own value and the value of the connection. And I feel like here you found this golden balance with the Hierophant card, where you basically realized you don't have to change yourself in order to be this like marriage material, because with the King of Cups, this person loves all aspects of you. They love the crazy you a little bit, and they love the more like stable, grounded you. The only thing is that if you do ever say something to them that's like, you know, what do you call it, harsh, that's what hurts them. Because that creates worries, and sometimes even you say stuff to them, like if let's say again you're dealing with a person, you know, like you do this stuff to them because you are worried too. You're worried that things will end or that it will take too long. And that hurts them. If it's, again, you're just connecting with the energy, like you're manifesting, let's say, new people in your life, again, it's something about you not changing yourself for anyone, but becoming aware of different aspects of yourself, you know, becoming aware of how you influence, you know, another person. Now I will take our favorite deck. Hold on guys a second. Is it our favorite deck? Smash the like button if it is, because this is the deck we will go with to the extended. Let's see about this connection, because this is it. Like, I feel like here for a lot of you, the energy shift has occurred where things are just on the same page. They were not before, I feel like, here, but now they are. Finally they are. Justice, look at that. Because it's almost like for some of you guys, you're signing a contract to be together. I mean, again, if it's not like a contract, like marriage contract or whatever, it could be moving in together, it could be owning something together, property, whatever, an agreement of some sort taking place. And we also have here 10 of Pentacles with the Tower. This card combination came out before. I did shuffle, so strange. And we also have here the Empress with the 9 of Pentacles, with the King of Swords, with the Queen of Swords, and with the 2 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands. You know that with this person, you have started moving towards a future where you already have put so much in this connection, you cannot, like, you both could feel like you cannot back out of this now, because you know that you manifested each other, you know that, like, you need each other. 10 of Pentacles to the Tower to the Empress. For some of you, it almost felt with the Tower card here like it's over, to the point of no return. However, if you look at this card here in this particular deck, it's like, even though it feels like it came together, right, this whatever, a castle or something, it didn't break. It's not like another tarot where usually we see a Tower card with some massive, you know, destruction going on. So here it's kind of like your connection, I feel like, came apart for maybe a moment, or maybe there was just, when I say came apart, it doesn't mean breakup. Could be just, you know, difficulty in a relationship that happened, or or it could be, let's say, again, if you're single, it could be just like a moment where you found it difficult to manifest the person in your life, something like that. But basically, whatever the Tower moment was, back here we see this moon, right, this blood moon or like red moon, could be even like the May full moon or this June full moon, so it could be recent events. But what it did, it revealed something. Again, look at this card very, very like intuitively, because when I teach tarot, I teach this kind of things too. There's like levels to how we can read, but in this particular card, even though I know it's Tower, it didn't, you know, go all the way in terms of breaking something. Things fell apart, or things not even fell apart, things kind of like came apart a little bit to reveal something. And again, it could be something about yourself, deeper aspects of yourself. It could be something about connection. It could be just something like it wasn't just for nothing, basically. Because with the 10 of Pentacles here, it's almost like you're sitting, I'm hearing you're sitting on some treasure. I'm not sure what it means. It's a bit trippy. But with the Empress card, if you look at this card, it's again here, you see how there is, once again, even though very small, it's almost like there is some kind of star or the moon, but it's just very small here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It might have revealed something to you about yourself with the Empress card, family dynamics. It could also be, for some of you, I'm just seeing you will very unexpectedly get into like a marriage, family dynamic with this person, even though, I mean, you cannot say it's unexpectedly, because of course you've been in this connection, but it's like things will come together. And I feel like with the 9 of Pentacles, for you, the only thing to remember here is to know your value, to know your worth, because you guys are actually a match here. King of Swords to the Queen of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. You might be, you know, how do they say, 2 peas in a pod or something? I forgot how you say that expression with the 2 of Pentacles here, but it's like King to the Queen of Swords. You might seem different, I feel like, on the surface level. Like, let's say you are someone who is very much into spirituality, whatever, and they are someone who seems more practical, whatever, as well. but you're the same. So the king to the queen, they are still a match. It's more like the physical manifestation of how you express same qualities is just different. But anyway, guys, here it looks amazing, this reading. We finally see, like, you know, counterparts coming together. Like, wow, another beautiful connection manifested. So let's see. Let's see more about the two of you union in the extended king to the queen of swords. I'm gonna take just a few cards here, and then we'll continue in the extended. We will ask more questions. I think today what we'll do, we'll just keep going with the reading. We'll keep going with that. We will ask all about this connection, how the union actually manifests. What is that tower? What is this secret? What is this dark fears that were revealed? We will ask just everything, you know, like we will ask about, let's see. We'll ask about the Ten of Pentacles cards here. We will ask any kind of dates you need to pay attention to, anything you need to pay attention to. Anyway, guys, link to the extended is going to be down below. I do feel like there's this major, it's almost like it feels like a turnaround where you go from being in this energy of feeling alone to the energy where, like, wow, I'm just shining here. I'm so in love with this person. Like, it's kind of feels like this amazing happy end just in time for summer, where things turn around to the better. Again, I will give specific signs, specific messages in the extended too, so that you know for sure this is your reading, but of course use your own intuition first. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the extended. Bye.